So tomorrow is the beginning of the India-England Test series. India is going to play the first match at Trent Bridge at Nottingham. This series is considered to be one of the most important and most anticipated Test series in this particular calendar year for India as well as for the cricketing fraternity. There are a couple of reasons for that. Let's look at why is it important from an Indian perspective. Indian cricket team is considered to be excellent at home conditions and reasonably good as travelers. Yes, we have done well across the continents, but our performance in New Zealand and England is not really up to the mark when we look at the performances in the last few years. As you know, New Zealand and English conditions are similar, which means we are not great in playing with a moving ball. So the entire world is waiting to see how India is performing before they give us the title that, is India the number one cricket team in the world? It's not an easy title to be given just like that. We were very close to that after the Australia win, but again with the WTC finals, which happened again in England, we didn't really do well in English swinging conditions. So that's something which we are yet to prove. Also, we have this crazy British media which will keep on provoking Indian fans. The guy who leads that pack is none other than the ex-English captain Michael Vaughan. You know the kind of tweets which he was sending out during the last India-England series. And not only India-England series, anytime India plays anywhere in the world, the British media, especially guys like Michael Vaughan, they are extremely critical, and he's trying to actually enjoy provoking India and making fun of the situations, and that's the sort of guy he is. When England visited India in the beginning of the year, one of the important talking points was the wicket that we prepared. We even had a match which got over in the second day. So we actually gave them square turners. It's a different debate altogether whether it is good or bad to do that, but it's legally allowed that the hosting nation can decide the kind of wickets which we want to prepare. So my point is, we can definitely expect some kind of return gift when we go to England this time. So let us prepare to play on green tops. Talking about the team composition, we know that Mayank Agarwal is not available for the first test. He had a small injury on his head, but thankfully it's not something very serious. So instead of Mayank Agarwal, we are expecting mostly KL Rahul to open with Rohit Sharma. So talking about the bowling composition, I'm sure that India will be playing two spinners again this time, like they did in the World Test Championship finals. Not only because they are world-class all-rounders, we have a great all-rounder in Jadeja and in Ashwin, but it's also because of the fact that in England, the second half of the summer, which normally begins with August, spinners do a lot better than what they do in the first half of the summer. So considering that fact, its wickets are going to be a lot more drier than what we saw during the World Test Championship. So I think Ashwin and Jadeja is definitely a certainty in the first test, along with three pacers. So who can be those three pacers? I feel they will definitely give a chance to Bumrah once again, even though he had a bad WTC, because he is the kind of talent who can bounce back at any point in time. Then we will definitely have Shami coming in, and who can be the third pacer? If you ask me, I will either give Siraj or Shardul Thakur a chance, because Ishant is definitely a good bowler, but Siraj is a little younger than Ishant, and he has definitely a lot of variety and variations, and he can move the ball either ways. So Siraj definitely can be one of the choices, and also I said Shardul Thakur because he is someone who can bat as well. So considering that. If in one of the matches, I will not be surprised if Shardul, plays in England in this Test series. Yes, so this is also going to be an important series for a few players. One is definitely the captain Kohli, because of the fact that we haven't won in England in the recent times, and Kohli's last year was not all that great. So that is one reason. And the other guy who can be little under a microscope would be Cheteshwar Pujara. He is supposed to be one of the greatest one down batsmen, but again, last couple of years he didn't have a great run, except for what he played in Australia. Most of the people believe that he should have been a little more positive and he should have rotated the strike more often. So Pujara will also be under the scanner. And the third guy, I would say that Bumrah also, considering what he did in the last IPL, which was not all that great, and he didn't have a great World Test Championship as well. So considering that, these three guys will have to really come back with this series. And so that's it. I wish Team India all the very best, and let's look forward for a fantastic tournament and a series this time. Thank you very much.